Okay, this is the math club. This is the children's book I wrote. And this is what it was about, what it is about, I should say. It's a children's book. It's a children's book about math, basic math. Each character represents one of the math symbols you see posted. The first character is Addit. He's the leader of the group. And the second character is Kid S. He has subtraction. Subtraction is his power. You can see the subtraction symbol on his chest. And Addit, for his hair, you can see there's addition signs. So, got these two guys. Then there's Multy, of course, representing multiplication. And he's got a gold tooth. Yeah, well, wanted to make him a little different, so that's why I decided to do that. And last but not least is another good character called the Divider. Here we go. Division symbols in his eyes. And polka dots. Again, wanting to make him a little different and catchy. Okay, these guys in their current state are essentially in their what I call powered state. Their regular form is a little different because in their regular form they look a little different. This is the super powered form, so they're brighter, and I will do a comparison later. But this form is their super powered form. By super powered I mean when their different properties like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, when their powers are when they're feeling really like they're going to use their powers in a certain situation, then they change in some ways. For instance, Addit here usually has black addition signs in his hair, but when he has his quote-unquote addition powers going, it changes to you see a combination of yellow and red. And for Subtraction Kid, you see his shades right there. Usually it's just a minus sign for his eyes, but his shades become more rainbow colored, so like a rainbow colored one. That's a sign that his subtraction powers are on. And for Multi, his X symbol is usually black, but when he gets a little bit, when he's using his mathematical powers, it becomes red. And for Divider, he actually changes completely. He's actually green, kind of like mint green. Actually, his body is composed of mint ice cream. So he changes to purple when his additive powers, or his division powers kick in. So yeah, he's originally made from mint chocolate chip ice cream. That's one of the little features I wanted to have with him. I wanted each of these characters to be unique. I want them to be unique and just something that is a little different. So this actually is the final art page of the book. My book is kind of long, but this is the final art page of it. That's why they're all celebrating, because at the very end. I'm not going to reveal anything right now because I plan to post the book in order online. But this is the final scene. I just wanted to give an illustration of everything here with the Math Club name and the characters together. So this kind of gives an understanding of what it's about. So let me just briefly, let me get the other paper out, and I'll introduce you to that one. Take this one away. Okay. All right. Now this paper's a little bit worn, mainly because I have sent this one to different companies throughout the U.S. Trying to get it published, or actually this one would go to one company, but I've sent this type of paper out to many companies. Okay, So these are the characters in their original state. These are the characters before they change. There's Addit, of course. You see the differences. He has black addition signs now, teardrop eyes. His clothes are a little different, opposites, and he's got a red cape. And Addit, of course, is spelled with an exclamation point on the end, another unique feature I tried to make. And then this is the subtraction character, Kid S. Try to get closer there. Yeah, he's got the minus sign. He's got the funky hair. That's what I wanted. He's got, might be a little tough to see, but he's got a, yeah, tough to get in there. The minus sign for his eyes, actually, which is like his shade. It's like a shade. And of course, like I said, that turns rainbow colored. I call this character Kid S because, once again, I wanted something unique. I was going to originally call him Subtraction Kid, but I decided to make it shorter because I didn't want it to be such a long name. So I just call him Kid S, kind of more of a, you know, a different element. Anyway, okay, there's Multy. He's kind of cute, small character. Interesting hairstyle, of course. Multiplication symbol in the eye area. The gold tooth, I just wanted something different with him, so I thought, you know, he's got his teeth there, I'm going to make one of them gold. And the rest of his body, you can see, usually there's addition signs in his clothes. You can see if you look at different areas of his clothes, there's like, looks at the addition signs, or the, multiplication signs. I'm getting my math symbols mixed up. Not good. And, this character, of course, this is, like I told you, this is a divider. And he's composed of mint chocolate chip ice cream. Yeah. One of my favorites, actually. My favorite, actually. And he's got the polka dot suit and the, what I call it, like kind of the short, cropped military type cut. But again, different colors, very colorful character. That's what I wanted to do, is have him. So they represent the 4 elements of the math club: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now, of course, you have the good guys here. And just like everything, you gotta have the bad guys. Okay. So, there are different things, different characters I have. Not just good, of course, bad guys as well. And one of the characters here is Captain No Math, actually. Oh, my page got cut. Captain No Math, N-O-M-A-T-H. And this is a pirate character, as you can see. Basically, what this guy wants to do, he doesn't want children to learn math, so the math club has to battle him. He's actually not in my book yet, or not the first one. If there's another one, he will be, but I didn't use him in the first one. He's kind of a supplementary character. Okay, Loob-Loob is in the book. He's kind of like a math giant. Doesn't look it on paper, but compared to the other members of the math club, he's a giant. And he's got numbers on his little uniform there. And he's got these funky yellow eyes, which are, you know, a little intimidating. But I call him Loob-Loob. Again, I don't know where I got the name. It just came up. Just thinking of it one day, and boom, there it is, Loob-Loob. Okay, the next character was a vampire character called Count T Numbers. Yes, he's a vampire. He's in the book as well. He commands vampire bats, so that kind of makes for an interesting element. He's got like fire in his eyes. He's got a funky hairstyle, which is cool. Got the black cape going. And a little uniform, interesting type uniform. So yeah, he's in the book. And the next one is another, not a little bit of a bad guy. I'm going to say a tweener. Between good and bad. Not really good, but not very bad either. He basically is just a farmer called Cyrus Circle, of course. And this is where I like to incorporate like the different shapes, like get children used to the different shapes, like triangles, square, circle. And basically he's a farmer, but he's constantly looking for, you know, he grows crops of circles, he grows crops of triangles, and if anybody messes with him, he gets a little upset. He's got his little pitchfork there, and in the book, the math club does get involved with it a bit, and he gets a little annoyed with them. But he's not really that bad of a character. None of my characters are really that terrible. but he butts against the math club, so he goes against them. Next one is kind of the math club's little friends down here. This one is called Spotto. Spotto the Octopus. Kind of a interesting character. He helps them, and he helps the math club in the book. But he's interested in learning math, and basically in the book the math club helps. And the next one, I want to introduce children to EvOd. Oh, his name is blocked there. EvOd. EvOd. Basically, a combination. I want to teach kids about even and odd numbers. So, with this particular character, he represents both sides, even and odd. So, he is also one of the math club's friends, I guess. So yeah, those are the initial characters I've developed. Again, for the first book, would hopefully get it published one day, but I keep trying. I never give up. So all right, there we are. There's a close-up of the group. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, I created these guys a few years ago. I finished the book actually in 2008. And of course, it's tough to get published nowadays because, most places want experience, or you have to have previously published works of art or works of literary works. So they're not interested in anybody who's really new nowadays. So I've taken matters in my own hands. But, I just would like to, get it out there, maybe show people, maybe it hits somebody with some interest, or if anything, just it gets some exposure to some degree. So alright, well, if anybody wants to comment on any of these characters or comment on my ideas, then please let me know, and I'll be happy to listen to you. Alright, thanks again. Thank you. Bye.